Okay, well, looking back over a really long time, I can remember back in like the 6th grade, I used to draw pictures with, um, like promotional things, advertising basically. Send it to Delta Airlines. I had all these ideas for Delta Airlines, and of course, I never heard back. But it's always been words and pictures. The blog that I started, it's called Little Theater. It's littletheater1.com. And it's got the story of, the first one I did was Carmelita. That's the one I sent to Nola V. I got raised just 2 blocks from here. And I had a nurse at the time. And every Saturday she would tell my mother we were going to the movies downtown. But she really took me to the Catholic church behind the Roosevelt Hotel, which is now something else. But it was the old Roosevelt Hotel, this beautiful Catholic church, because she just loved me so much. I was like her daughter. And she didn't want me to burn in hell. I'm Jewish, and she just thought I was a heathen. And she didn't want me to go to hell. So she took me to church. And one night, my mother had just redone my bedroom. And so she was having this dinner party with all these, people about town, I think probably all Jewish. And she brought 2 of the women up to see the new bedroom. And Carmelita and I are there kneeling beside the bed, literally at the moment I'm doing this. So these were from my 20s. You set your sewing machine to darn so that you can just do this and move the canvas around, and right where the sewing foot comes down you can't see. So it's like really an incredible exercise if you're an artist for your brain to your eye, because you're just not seeing right where it's coming down. Smokey Andrea was the first to arrive. She did nothing but did it well. Lucky Smokey had the 2 most valuable gifts for getting ahead in this world, charm and beauty. She was hard to hate, but I managed. Now perhaps you can understand why I don't answer my phone or return phone calls. That was my last party. It took place nearly 9 months ago. I'm relaxed and my house is spotless. Have you ever been to Barcelona? There's an incredible park there. This crazy guy Gaudi, who is, very famous. His architecture is very, very famous. It's like a park of, his buildings look like sand castles that are dripping. So I went up to the park and something happened to me in the park that was dangerous. And anyway, I wrote a little story about it. And then the other thing is I've kept all these years of recipes, because you make something and you never ever can remember what you did, or at least I can't. Like an hour later I'll forget an ingredient or something. So the earliest one is 1983. This is 2001 to 2012. And I cut stuff out, write stuff that I did that worked out. So this was, presentation, who was there. This is my letter from Julia Child. So these are my son's books from the hospital, notes, stuff he said, or sitting on Santa Claus. But it's just I like to remember stuff, I guess. You know, I occasionally will do just art for art's sake, like that big painting. But basically, it's story that drives me to do an illustration.